Hello, today Elizabeth and I will be talking to you about the differences in men's and women's sport.
Hey guys. I'd like to start this presentation by asking Tom what's crack-a-lackin'.
Nothing much, homie.
Now down to business.
So Elizabeth, what do you think about the fact people find women's sport less entertaining?
I think that it's a load of baloney. Women's sport is as interesting and maybe more than men's. Not just that, but women have to work harder to try and get recognized in any sport.
So you think that people should take a greater interest in women's sport?
That's exactly what I mean. I think that if people took the time to actually look at women's sport, they would find it to be interesting and something that people in society would read about.
Oh, okay, well I find women's sport to be a little less exciting at times. Sometimes the gameplay may be slower, but it can usually still be exciting.
I see how it is. Well, I have a question to ask you. Do you think that the fact women aren't shown as much publicity in the media, that it has little effect on access and equity in exercise, sport and physical activity?
I think that this statement is completely incorrect. Women's sport is never shown on TV, and therefore women aren't shown what kind of places they can get through sport. There are also next to no female sporting role models for girls to look up to. Personally, I think that because women's sport is rarely shown, other women will think that there is not as many options and opportunities in sport, and that there is nothing that they would really be able to get out of it. There is also the factor that women don't get paid as much as men do for doing the same thing. This factor is unfair. Women try as hard, and if not harder, to be noticed, and they get less recognition and salary for it.
I agree to most of what you said. But I think that there are still some games in which women get a much wider recognition, such as games like netball. I don't think that it is fair between men and women, but in some sports I think you'll find would bring women into the sporting fields. However, it would be a much smaller variety.
Well, thank you for arguing with me over the topics.
Anytime.